More than 250 independent artists from around Canada will be descending on Toronto next week for the 2024 Artist Project. Multimedia artist Jay Soule, also known as CHIPPEWAR, who is from Chippewas of the Thames First Nation, is among the artists taking part. He joins us now from Toronto. Jay, thanks for being with us. To start off, what kind of exposure can something like Artist Project bring to your work?
It brings a lot of exposure of new eyeballs and new work that may have not seen your work ever before. And specifically for me, my work is most of my main audience is the Indigenous community. So an opportunity to show outside of the Indigenous community to a very diverse group of people passing their way through the Artist Project is a really great opportunity for myself.
And you're a multimedia artist and a clothing designer. How would you describe your work?
I think my work is described as pop art with an Indigenous twist. So, taking inspiration from pop culture references in movies and films and television and music and products and, kind of a mashup of all pop culture in between.
And with your art, what role do you think art has to play in decolonization and reconciliation?
Yeah, I don't know necessarily that it has much of a role in either in ways for me, I guess. I'm not really a true fan or believer of reconciliation in terms of the way Canada presents it. For me, reconciliation is about really first and foremost the return of stolen land and honoring treaty. I don't believe reconciliation can happen without the two of those things being put to the front of the line, call to action 1 and 2. So I don't know necessarily that my work connects to it in that sort of light.
And some of your past work in public spaces has been referred to as social disruption campaigns. Can you talk a little bit about that, and what role do you think art could play in activism?
I think all art is designed for the creation of conversation, and what conversations you can create around that can come in many different forms. I think it's important as an artist to try to put out some sort of story that's whether it's connected to your work, personal experiences, or other things that are happening in the world around you. I think it plays a huge role in communicating, in ways that really open people's eyes. And specifically in my work, it's using pop culture references about sort of drawing the viewer in through a familiar reference, and then sort of maybe kind of slipping in the message that they weren't sort of expecting from that work.
Right on. Well, Jay, we'll have to leave it there, but thanks for taking some time for us today, and best of luck at the show next week.
Okay, Miigwech, thank you for having me.